Red, yellow, blue. Red, green, blue again. Red, yellow, blue. Headrest up or down to start. Let's do heels, ankles, knees together. So squeeze that imaginary dime between your knees, find the back bra line, pressing into the carriage. And let's press it out. Brain halfway, externally rotate, narrow V, straight in and out. Wide stance. Parallel feet to start. Flex through the ankles, not the toes, and take it out and in. Keeping your neutral as the carriage comes in. Four more. Bring it halfway in, externally rotate out and in. Four. Spring. Add a yellow. We have two yellow, a red, and a blue. Let's go back to where we started. Ankles, knees together, parallel feet, true heels. And push it out. If you feel it in your lower back in a bad way, just take a blue spring off instead of a yellow. Four. And last two. Last one, let's bring it in halfway, externally rotate, same series. Do four. Wide stance. True heels flex. Toes stay pointed to the sky. Three. Two. Bring it halfway in, externally rotate, out and in there. Last two. And last one. Alrighty. We're gonna change up our springs again. Take the blue off this time, so you have two yellow and a red. Let's go back where we started. Take your headrest down. Take carriage all the way out. As you come in, I just scoop, imprint, and lift up into a bridge. Doesn't have to be high. We're just lifting our booty off and placing the vertebra back down as you go down. Scoop, imprint. From a neutral spine, externally rotate and come into a scoop lift. Widen through the shoulder blades, lengthen through the neck. Two more. Good. Keep your sacrum down, bring it all the way back in. Parallel stance, wide, true heels. So you get all the way out. Imprint here, scoop and lift. So as we warm up, try to lift our hips higher, pelvis higher, without putting the work and the strain in our neck or our shoulders or our jaw. Two more. And last one. And let's take it out, externally rotate. And scoop and lift. Three more. And last one. Bring it in, sacrum down. Good. Knees to the chest, just take a little rock back and forth, release anything in your lower back. Come back to it, give yourself a little bit of space at the shoulder blocks. Let's go to the balls of the feet. Ankles, knees together here. So holding on to that line between your knees. Bring your ankle bones toward one another, like there's a magnet pulling them toward one another. And all the way out. Stay neutral. Into the big toes. Two. Lift one, let's add the heels. Both heels down and up. Bring the carriage in. As your heels dip, focus on keeping your booty engaged. Hips engaged, inner thigh, pelvic floor engaged. 4. 3. 2. And bring it in. Let's go back out again. 8 heel dips down and up for 8. 7. Keeping those ankles reaching toward one another. 4. 3. 2. Heels are high. Bring the carriage halfway in. Lift your sacrum. Just the height of your hand. Stay floating and get out and in. Pulling that carriage in with sticky feet. Your ankle bones reaching toward one another, pressing through your big toes. 3. 2. 1. Let's bring the carriage in, lower your sacrum, take it all the way back out and press it out here. And pick a heel, hang out underneath the foot bar, still pressing through your big toe. Back heel switch. This high, let's bring it in. Good. Narrow V, balls of feet on the foot bar, heels together. Look at out and in, squeezing all the way through the legs. We're gonna do the exact same thing. Different foot configuration, pushing to the big toes. Drive those heels together, straighten all the way through the legs, squeezing the inner thigh. Make sure the lower booty is engaged. You always put your hands on to feel. Last 3, 2. Let's take it out, add the heels. Both heels down and up. Feet up for the carriage halfway in. Both heels squeezed. Lift in the sacrum. Get out and in. So press into the big toes. Keep those heels lifted. Squeeze them together. 3. Lower your sacrum down. And push it through. Yeah. Find the heel just hang out underneath there. Hey, okay. Okay. Here we go, wide stance. All of the feet on the foot bar. Externally rotate, still pressing through the big toes, out and in. One, let's add in the heels. Both heels down and lift, bring the carriage in. Two. Sure that booty's engaged. Bring carriage halfway in. We're gonna lift up here. Again, if you feel this in your lower back in a bad way, keep your sacrum down. 3 more. Widen through the shoulders, soften and lengthen through the neck. Last one. Pull it in, sacrum down, take it all the way out. And walk it out. One heel and the other. Heels high. To the chest. Yourself away from the shoulder blocks. Pull in a happy baby. And flex feet, extended V. Keep your right leg 90 degrees, left leg goes 45. Pull that right leg in, flex that foot, curl your upper body up, imprint your lower back. Switch, flex your left foot, point your right. Switch. Pull your upper body up. And to rhythm, switch, switch, switch. Chin tuck. 3, 2, and 1. Knees to the chest. All right, let's go tabletop. Right knee, tabletop, left leg, 45 degrees. Exhale, imprint, curl your upper body up. Let's switch. Next one. Now let's bring it up. Ready, let's roll to the side. Let's go to 1 red, 1 blue. Back down on our back. If once we're here, you find it too much, take the blue off or to do single leg work. Head rest in the upper down. I'm going to put mine up. Start with our left foot in the long black loop. Bring both legs tabletop, square off your hips. Just about 2 inches between your knees and ankles. Pressing through that left leg. Driving with the heel. Tabletop, externally rotate, bring the heels together. Both legs push, keeping that midline. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back in. Let's go parallel. Push through on that left leg straight. Draw circles, the sides of the Pilates circle. Keeping that right knee stacked in tabletop, active leg. And let's reverse the direction of the circle, starting in midline out. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back parallel. Heel is right, extending from the sit bone. Take it up toward 90 and press it down. I am not going all the way up toward 90 so that I don't pin the back of my knee. Find the range of motion that works for you. We're working that base of the booty. 4, 3, 2, and 1. From 45 degrees, forward pedal stroke. Control the range of motion. Working from the base of the booty. 2 more. Do 4 each direction. And reverse. And push through, reverse pedal stroke. One, beautiful. Float that leg up and into a scissor extension stretch. Tilt your pelvis so it faces your foot bar. Bend and bring it. Side. Square it off in tabletop and push through. Then in a tabletop, externally rotate, little froggy, press it out, keep those heels in line, the center of the pelvis. 3, 2. Bring it in, froggy, come back parallel. And extend through that right leg, reach to the toes, circle. Staying anchored on your sacrum. And let's reverse. 4, 3, 2. Back parallel and forward pedal stroke. Find the range of motion. Nice smooth round heel. And last one. And let's meet up 45 in reverse. And then try not to dip into your lower back when you bend that knee in. Last 2. And last one. Going to extend through that leg. Release up to 90. Reach that left leg 45. Pull it in. And both knees. Bring it up. Going to change up the spring load. We'll stay on legs for a minute. Switch out the blue for a yellow. So one red, one yellow. Both feet in long loops. Okay. Let's start parallel. Separate your ankles by about 4 inches, 5 inches. You want your heels in line with your sit bones. Find your neutral, ribs pressed down, nice wide shoulders. Bend in tabletop, keeping that same distance between your ankles and your knees. Two more. Last one, lengthen through the legs, both legs up toward 90, base of the booty is doing the work. Now we're rolling into the lower back, no hyperextending of the knees, stay within the range of motion where you are using your glutes and hamstrings. Two more. Let's put it together, then tabletop in, keeping the same distance between 90 . One, let's meet up tabletop because we're going to take our feet out, cross our table. So you put your right table on your left foot, your left table on your right foot. Push back out. All right, find that same space. Keeping that same space. Bend in tabletop. Press out. Up to 90. Let's meet up 45. Bring the ankles together, open. Bend in, sorry. Up to 90. Tap the ankles together, come back to that same space. Up to 90. Tap open. And tap open, hold. Externally rotate. Notice the space between your heels, no more than about 5 inches. Bending in. Watch your nose. So, bending in. All right, adding on 45 degrees. Come up to 90, drawing the same line in the air. Bend in. Lengthen out. Then Time from 90. 45, top open, bend in. 90. 45, top open, 90. One more like that. Top open, bend in. 90. Good, we need up 45 degrees, top open. Now we bend in. 45, open wider, watch your nose. Bring it into that same space, up to 90. You can take your headrest down to either all the way flat or the lowest pitch. Open, close, bend in, lengthen, up to 90. Open, finding that same 5-inch distance, bend in. 90. Open. 2 more like that, keeping your neutral. Open. Last one. Open. Let's meet up 45 degrees from that same 5-inch distance. Draw small circles on the wall in front of you, watching your nose. Don't snip your nose off. Small circles. 4, 3, 2. And from that inside midline, reverse, open. For more. Not bringing the heels together, but trying to meet up at that same 5-inch distance in the air. Last 2. And last one. Good. Meet up 45 degrees, externally rotate. Now I'm going to recommend if your headrest isn't already down, you take it all the way down. We're opening to a wide V. Flex out. Come in, tap, tap, tap of the heels. Open, flex out. Tap, tap, tap. Open. Four more, tap, 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 open. 3. Tap, tap. 2. Last one, tap, 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 good. Keeping your heels together. Full froggy here, bend the knees in. Open to that V and close, bring them together. So you want to notice the torque of the cross cable. Draw a consistent round circle, staying neutral lower back, reaching through the legs. 3, 2, and last one, bend it in, push it out, reverse. Open to that V, second position, plie. No collapsing into the lower back. 4, 2, last one. All the way around. Bend it in, heels in, and let's take our feet out. Go foot bar all the way down. Let's go to a blue spring. We're gonna go into a couple versions of plank. So balls of the feet are on the platform. Knees are in line with the sit bones, so about 4 or 5 inches in between. Let's come onto our elbows, so hands kind of be in prayer or flat down, but any position where you can push your forearms into the carriage and you're not pointed riding on your elbows. All right, we're gonna push out to a plank. Lifting the belly, closing the ribs. Push the carriage away from you so you feel your shoulder blades fill out. It's not holding you up, you're pushing it away from it. And find your big toes. Lengthen through the inner thighs. And pull the carriage in just about 12 inches and push out. Not a big range of motion. Make sure you don't pitch forward into your shoulders. You want to feel your weight in your hips, in your abdominals, in your feet. 4, 3, 2. Last one, let's push out to plank. Hold that plank. Lengthen and lift. Narrow through the waist. Belly button up to the spine. Hold it. 8, 7, 6. Nice long neck. Last 2. And 1. And bring it in. All right, take a nice high hip child's pose. Okay, let's come on to extended arm. Walk your hands back from the shoulder blocks. Pull your toes onto the platform. Knees are that same sit bone distance apart. Hold it there and just lift your knees up. Nice long tabletop back. Those ribs, shoulders down. Righty. Little out and in with the carriage here. Into the heels of the hand. Connect the obliques. 4, 3, 2. Come in for tabletop plank. Hold it there for 8, 7, 6. That's 3, 2. We're going to push all the way out to an extended arm plank. Pushing forward here as far as you can support. Hold it for 8. Breathing, lift the belly, shoulders down, long neck. Last 4, 2. Hold it. High hip child's pose. Do a little spiral. One hand on the shoulder block, the other hand threads through. Open the chest. Release anything in your lower back. Back through the center. Side. Full abdominal. Before we go to some upper body. Stay on a blue spring. Spread hand behind you. Legs going between the shoulder blocks. We're gonna walk our hands in front of our hardware. Start by sitting up nice and tall. And just roll back in your seat bird. No resistance from the arms. Gaze stays neutral. Two more. Next one, we're going to meet up in C curve. Hold that C curve. Shoulders roll 2 inches forward, belly button pulls back. Shoulders forward, belly button back. 8, 7, 6. Right, adding on. We're going to roll back in C curve, meet up there. Anchor your right leg on that headrest. Left leg comes up 90 to 45. 3 more times. And let's float that leg all the way down. Exhale and come up. The legs are stacked. This long spine, exhale, back, 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 back. Anchor that C curve, anchor that left leg. Right leg floats up, keeping your shoulders rolled forward. Your forehead reaches toward your knee. No backward somersaults, so please. Last one. Okay. Right. Sitting in that same position. Into a rounded C curve and hold. If you need 1 foot down, that's fine. Just try and only put your toes down. Shoulders roll forward, belly button back. Shoulders roll forward, belly button back. 4, 3, 2. Last one. One down, and the other, and scoop and lift. Feet. Okay. Into A-frame, I'm going to suggest we switch to a yellow. We can alternate between yellow and blue for this. Okay. On a yellow spring to start, come into our A-frame. So let's actively narrow and lift. So squeeze the inner thighs together, pull up in the pelvis, and release. 2 more times. Narrow lift, and release. Narrow lift, and release. Okay, now that we have that, take the strap that's crossed, square your shoulders, so open the shoulders, cross your body, narrow and lift in the pelvis. Okay, even active in the feet. Other arm can be down by your side or hand on the hip. We're going to open for a side extension. And like I said, alternate between the blue and the yellow. If you don't like the yellow, go to the blue. 4 more. 3, 2, keeping those shoulders square. And last one. Beautiful. Alrighty, stay crossed. Just pull that elbow to the side and release. Elbow to the side and release. 3, 2, and last one. Good. Same hand, same strap. Other hand goes on our hip. Elbow into the ribs. Rotator cuff cross. Watch you're not wrapping that shoulder forward. Stay nice and square, narrow and lift in the pelvis. Hopefully don't forget about that. We're holding that position. 3. 2 more transitions, 2 and 1. Let's open right angle, fist bump to the sky, pushing straight up. Here again, you can switch springs, alternating, narrowing and lifting. 3 more. 2. And from that lifted position, fist up. We're going to shot put. So we pull up and narrow, up and over. Your gaze goes into the well. Do 4 more. Okay, we're going to rotate, switch to a blue. We're going to rotate facing our shoulder blocks. Walk your left knee back. Right foot comes forward. Left hand takes hold of that long black blue. Sit into that left hip. So you're not pitched on your left kneecap. Straight arm chest expansion. Two. Forward, right knee is back. Choose that loop. The tension on the spring. And sit back, belly in. Nice long spine, chest expansion back. One side is always less stable than the other. 3. 2. Again, carefully. I'm going to turn around wherever you started the other one. If you're on blue, or go back to yellow. Your A-frame, narrow and lift. Open your chest. And extend open. One more. 2. And last one. Good. Stay crossed but square shoulders. Just pull through with the elbow. Feel the connection to the lats. Try not to pull with your wrist. 4. 2. And 1. Bring it in. Switch hands. Narrow and lift through the pelvis. Elbow into the rib cage. Cross the arm. Rotator cuff. Keep that shoulder open though. Neck is long. Gaze is straight ahead. 3. 2. And 1. Open to the right angle. Fist bump to the sky. Straight up. 3 more. Keep narrowing and lifting in the inner thigh and the pelvis. 2. And bring it in. Good. Reassert that pelvic floor lift. Bicep curl in and push over. Three more. Two. And the yellow. Both knees up against the shoulder blocks, curling our toes under, sitting back. Go to the top of the cloth. Okay. Hinging forward, lifting our sits bones off the back of our ankles. Chest expansion back, hold it there. Tricep. Gaze it down at the diagonal, squeeze the arms straight, heel of the hand reaches to the sky. Press your chest forward, close your wrist. Okay. Hovering off your heels and ankles. 6, 5, 4, breathing. It's just a couple inches away from the shoulder block. We're going to come up and float down. Heels of the hand go back. Full chest expansion. Focus on keeping those arms nice and long, narrow to the body. Of course, the movement is back hold. Back hold. Narrowing and lifting through the pelvis so you're not grinding on your kneecaps. That's 4, 3, 2. Oh, and what the hell? Let's push back. Hold it here. Hinge. Hold. 10 triceps. 10. 9. Breathing. Shoulders down. 6, 5. Last 4. Straighter, longer arms. 2. And 1. Ouch. Now. Good. Keep our knees close to the shoulder blocks. Walk your hands out on the rails. Nice big upper body. Arch opening. And while we're here, keep your hands forward of your shoulders. You can press your thighs into the shoulder blocks. Lift up in the belly. Shoulders press down, narrowing in the armpit. We pull the crown of our head forward. Do 6 more. Lift up in the belly so much that it lightens the load on your knees. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And take a big upper body stretch here. Hey, staying on a yellow. We're going to lay on our side. So if you want your ball to your side, or put your headrest up. Okay, booty to the bottom of the back. Bring your knees in toward your chest. Get that top loop. Bring it all the way around your thigh. Okay, parallel, line up that tabletop. Externally rotate, so you'll notice your bottom shin or your bottom calf has to lift. Then close and open clamshell. Pushing your pelvic bone forward, keeping that top hip stacked. Close open. Keeping the heels glued together. Let's do 4, 3, 2, adding on. Let's open clamshell, push that heel out. Come back in clamshell, close and open, push, lengthen, close. Keeping your spine long, try not to collapse in the waist or round in the back. Keep that top hip stacked, shoulders down. Let's do 3 more. 2. We're going to meet up with that extended leg. Circle 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 3, 2, and 1. Short, fast, painful. All right, make your way onto your back. You take your leg out and put it back in, but square your hips off and your shoulders. Let's move that strap down to our foot. Figure 4 cross. Lengthen through the spine and reach through that opposite leg. Try to arch in your lower back, create space down here so you tip your pelvis toward your foot bar. And then let's lengthen both legs. Right goes to 90, left goes 45. Pull that leg in. Externally rotate in the right leg and the right hip. Open it up to the right side. Parallel in both ends. Let's switch to the other side. Yippee! To the bottom and the back. Tabletop parallel. Externally rotate so you lift that under leg up. And close and open. Nice long spine. 5, 4, 3, open clam, push out, and back in. 6 more. Long neck, keeping that top hip stacked. 4, 3, 2. We're going to meet up with that leg extended. Keep that under leg lifted and little circles. And let's reverse. And let's bring it in. Making our way onto our back. Strap to your foot. Figure 4, flex the foot that's in that strap. Square your hips. Think of arching your back so you tip your pelvis toward that foot bar. Reach through. line, extend through both legs. Pull that left leg in, try and keep your pelvis still tipped to the foot bar, not rolling into your lower back. Externally rotate in the hip, open to your ear. Back in, sorry, that was flopping return. Okay, let's go to yellow, so just add a yellow on. Feet. V, push out froggy. In and out. Lengthening through the inner thigh, feel a lift in the pelvic floor, the engagement of the sit bones, and pedal through the feet. Point out, flex in. Adding 90, take it out to 45, stay externally rotated. Come up to 90, push through. Froggy bend in. Lengthen. Getting that stretch, the outside of the thigh and hip. And adding on, let's come up to 90. Open to your extended V, come back in. Press down 45, froggy in. Extend, lengthen, open, close, push down. Stay externally rotated for the whole motion. Two more times all the way through. Last one. And push out to 45, tiny circles. The size of the body circles. Heels meet up at the midline. 4, 3, 2, and reverse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. 45 degrees parallel, a walk in the park. Then that one knee, other leg comes up to 90. I'm going to suggest you put your headrest down if you want to do the spinal part. Push that foot down. Push that foot down. Really focus on feeling the lower abdominals right above the pelvic bone as you push that foot down. And if you want to add the roll up and roll down, don't lose track of movement with that bent leg and the foot. Engaging the abdominals even deeper. Each side, ending evenly, if you can remember. Pick up 45 degrees and start circles there. Same side, same shape. And 90 degrees, flex the feet, take hold of the cable, toes toward your forehead. Try to arch your back again and tip your pelvis toward that foot bar. And pulling one cable so your toes go further, closer to your forehead, and alternate it. Definitely on the ceiling. And let's meet up equal 90, release the cable, start circles there. Pulling the froggy all the way butterfly. Inventory, relaxing the ears, the throat, the jaw. Your neck is neutral, curved. Soft, wide shoulders, heavy ribs, heavy belly, and heavy bum.